Today that I'm filming this, Montreal is about to get the biggest snowstorm of the year. So I figured it's the best day to make a super comforting chicken stew with tender chicken, carrots, celery, potatoes, and a little kale because kale is the best. If you are as big a fan of soups and stews as I am, then you're going to absolutely love my free 30 Days of Healthy Dinners email series. I will have a link to the sign up form in the description. Now let me show you how to make this delicious Instant Pot chicken stew. First, we're going to have to start with peeling and chopping all of our ingredients. We need a large yellow onion, peeled and finely chopped, 3 large or 6 small carrots, also peeled and chopped, 3 to 4 stalks of celery, also chopped, 1 to 3 cloves of garlic, mine is gigantic so I'm only using 1, chop that one up as well, and 1 pound of yellow potatoes. Any type of potato will work, but I recommend any of the ones that are more on the starchy side so you get a creamier stew. I like using yellow potatoes, the same ones that I would use for mashed potatoes. Peel those and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Now set this all aside and pull out your Instant Pot. Hit the saute button and make sure it's on high heat. While we're waiting for it to get hot, let's cut up 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs into bite-sized pieces. Yes, you can use chicken breast, but I don't recommend it because it'll become pretty dry in the cooking time we have to use for the veggies to soften in the stew. Once the Instant Pot is hot, add a drizzle of olive oil and then add the cut up chicken to it in batches. Do not add all the chicken at once. It will release a lot of steam, the steam will get trapped, and then the chicken will cook in its own juices instead of searing nicely and becoming brown and really delicious. So take your time. I know it's annoying, but it's well worth it. The flavor that you're gonna get from a nice sear is absolutely worth the extra work. Once you browned all your chicken, set it aside and add your chopped onion and garlic and some sort of chili paste to the pot. I'm using the Peruvian ají amarillo paste, but literally any chili paste or even chopped up chili will work here. Saute this all until it's golden and scrape off the stuck on chicken bits from the bottom with a wooden spoon. If it doesn't all come off, then add a splash of chicken stock to it and deglaze the bottom. Then hit the cancel button to turn the Instant Pot off and add the chopped carrots, celery, potatoes, and brown chicken. And then pour 2 cups of chicken broth over everything and make sure all potatoes are submerged in the broth. Now add a few sprigs of fresh thyme on top and put the lid on. Turn the valve to the sealing position and set the Instant Pot to 5 minutes on high pressure. Now you can serve the stew all on its own later, or you can eat it with a piece of bread, or you can also serve it over rice. That's what I prefer to do, so I recommend you get started cooking your rice now. Let the Instant Pot release pressure naturally for 15 minutes and at that point release the remaining pressure manually. Now we're going to work on thickening the stew, and for that we need to add a slurry. If we just add cornstarch or flour to the pot, then it'll just form a blob, so don't do that. I recommend adding a few tablespoons of broth to a small bowl, then add 2 tablespoons of sour cream, or if you want to keep it dairy free, you can also use a few tablespoons of nut milk. Then add 1 tablespoon all-purpose flour and whisk it all until no more lumps can be seen. Then pour the slurry into the pot. Add a few handfuls of bite-sized pieces of kale and hit the saute button to get the stew to a boil. Stir the stew for a minute or 2 or until it reaches your desired thickness and the kale started to wilt, and it's already time to serve. It's super creamy and delicious, and the chili paste gives it that perfect amount of spice. You can drizzle a little bit of lemon juice over your bowl for extra flavor and dig in. This stew gives you kisses from the inside of your belly. It's so comforting and delicious. I hope you're gonna give the recipe a try. If you do, please don't forget to snap a picture and show me. I love seeing when you make any of my recipes, and I'll see you with my next video. Bye.